It feels like every day there's some new headline about social media, right? Keeping up can be exhausting.
Absolutely. And it's not always clear what's actually important and what's just noise.
Exactly. So today, we're cutting through all that noise and diving deep into something that we think really matters.
Okay, I'm all ears.
We're going to be looking at Meta, specifically how they're expanding their teen accounts features.
Ah, you mean those safety and control features they rolled out on Instagram a while back?
Yep, exactly. And they're expanding these features to Facebook and Messenger now, too.
Oh, wow, okay. That's actually pretty big. I mean, Facebook and Messenger have a much wider reach than just Instagram.
Right. And that's why we're diving into this. It really could change how young people experience these platforms.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's something we all need to pay attention to.
For sure. Whether you're a parent trying to figure out how to keep your kids safe online or just someone who's curious about how tech is evolving, this is a big deal.
Exactly. So let's jump right in.
Yeah, let's do it.
So as we mentioned, these teen accounts features first appeared on Instagram back in 2024.
Right.
And now Meta is basically taking that same framework and applying it to Facebook and Messenger as well.
Okay, so what exactly are these features and what are they trying to achieve?
Well, on the surface, it's all about giving teens and their parents more control over their online experience. Meta's stated goal is to make these platforms safer for younger users.
Okay, that makes sense. So what does that actually look like in practice?
So, for starters, any new teen account that's created will automatically default to private settings.
Ah, so that means that their posts and profile information won't be publicly visible.
Exactly. Only their approved friends and followers will be able to see their content.
Got it. That definitely adds a layer of protection right from the start.
Right. And they're also placing some limits on messaging.
Oh, like what?
Teens will primarily be able to message people they already know, their existing friends and contacts.
That's smart. It helps prevent them from getting random messages or friend requests from strangers.
Exactly. And beyond that, they're also putting in place some pretty robust content filters.
Content filters, you mean like blocking certain types of content?
Yeah, things that might be considered sensitive or inappropriate for younger audiences.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Trying to create a more age-appropriate online experience.
Precisely. And it's not just about limiting who can contact them or what they see. Meta's also giving teens more control over how they interact with content.
Really? How so?
So, for example, teens will now have to approve anyone who wants to tag them in a post.
Oh, interesting. So they have more say over how their name and image are used online.
Yep. And if they create a public reel, there will be restrictions on who can remix it.
That's cool, giving them more ownership over their creative work.
Exactly. Now, another thing that's been getting a lot of attention is the introduction of time management tools.
Oh, right. I've heard a bit about that. Tell me more.
Well, they're trying to encourage teens to be more mindful of how much time they spend online. So after an hour of continuous scrolling, teens will get a reminder to take a break,
Okay. That's a good idea. It's easy to lose track of time when you're on your phone.
for sure. And they're also automatically silencing notifications during typical sleep hours.
Oh, that's a smart move. I know I've been guilty of scrolling through social media in bed way too late.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Eh.
It can definitely mess with your sleep. So these features are designed to kind of nudge teens towards healthier online habits.
It's interesting, right? These platforms are really starting to address the whole digital well-being conversation more seriously.
Definitely. And a big part of that is involving parents more directly.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Especially for younger users.
exactly. So if a user is under 16, they'll actually need parental permission to change any of these default safety settings.
So parents have a say in how much control their kids have online.
Exactly. And it's not just a one-time thing. Parents will have ongoing access to information about their teen's activity on the platforms.
Oh, wow. So they can see things like how much time their kid is spending on the app.
Yeah, they can monitor screen time, and they can also approve or deny any changes to privacy settings.
Wow. That's a pretty comprehensive level of oversight.
It is. And they can also see their teen's friends list, who they've blocked, and even get an overview of their interactions.
Okay, so it's clear that parental involvement is a key part of this whole approach.
Absolutely. And it's not just Facebook and Messenger either. Meta's been continuously refining these features on Instagram as well.
Oh, that's right. That's where these features first launched. So what have they added since then?
Well, they've implemented stricter rules around live streaming.
Oh, I can see why that would be important.
Yeah, so now if a user is under 16, they need parental consent to go live.
That makes sense. Live streaming can be a bit more unpredictable.
Right. And they've also taken steps to automatically blur images that might contain nudity.
Oh, wow. So they're trying to be more proactive about protecting users from potentially harmful content.
Exactly. So these features are currently being rolled out in a few key markets:
Yeah.
the US, UK, Australia, and Canada.
Okay. And I'm guessing they plan to expand to other countries eventually.
Yeah, that's the plan. And it's interesting because when these features were first implemented on Instagram, the vast majority of teens actually chose to keep the default settings.
Really? Like how many?
Something like 97% of teens aged 13 to 15 stuck with the default protective settings.
Wow. That's a pretty strong indication that these features are actually being well received.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
So basically what we're seeing here is a pretty significant push from Meta to make their platform safer for younger users.
Yeah, and it's not just limited to Instagram anymore. They're really trying to create a more consistent experience across all their major platforms.
Right. So it'd be interesting to see how this all plays out in the long run. Will these features actually have a positive impact on the way young people interact online?
That's the big question, right? And will these changes be enough to address all the concerns people have about online safety?
Exactly. It's definitely a topic that deserves our attention, and one that we'll continue to follow closely.
For sure. It'll be interesting to see how this all evolves.
It will.
Yeah.
And that's it for our deep dive today. We hope this has given you some food for thought. What are your thoughts on these new features? How do you think they'll affect the online experience for young people? Let us know.